Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Fresh Lava Productions. I am your devilishly handsome host, Brian. Seriously, for anybody that's even come to the channel and just watched any of me loving to talk about myself and what little things I know about, thank you very much. It's very kind. Anybody that's taken the time to subscribe, I appreciate that as well. Tonight's reading is just a general reading. It's 9:11 p.m. on October the 13th, Aries full moon, in 22 minutes. 9:33 was the time that I read that the full moon was going to be 100% tonight. So we'll see what that's all about. I feel like there's something special going on at 10 o'clock, but don't know about that either. This reading is not for anyone in particular. I feel like, oh boy, getting started already. Holy crap. Okay, so this reading is not for any particular sign. It's not for any particular person. If the message resonates, then great. But yeah, I felt like somebody out there somewhere in YouTube land was going to need to hear a message that I'm getting. There are a lot of folks out there that would dismiss certain abilities that some of us have as, just garbage or magic's not real or anything else like that. But the fact is, there are empaths, there are telepaths. People exist with special gifts and abilities that other people just don't have. I'm developing a bunch of them right now, but the one that I was born with and has always been natural to me is empathy. I was born an empath. When I'm in a room with somebody, even if I've never met these people before, I can feel their feelings as if they were my very own. This is just something that happens, and it's strange because you can be content one moment and then somebody walks past you. It's for people that have never had the experience, or maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. If you've ever shaken somebody's hand and they kind of gave you the willies, or if you've walked past somebody in a gas station or a convenience store and just got a negative energy feeling from them, that's what that is. If you're empathic, you can be in the room with somebody that is angry, and then you'll feel the anger, and it'll almost morph into like it's you're angry about something. But when you realize what's going on, it's a lot easier to discern whether or not that's your true emotion or someone else's. Well, anyway, enough about that. We'll get into psychic abilities and all the rest of that kind of stuff later. But right now, the three cards that came out, and these are pretty exciting cards here. The Wheel of Fortune. From the research that I've done, what little research I've done, the Wheel of Fortune is a major arcana card. It's the 10th major arcana, and it signifies the completion of one cycle and the beginning of another. How appropriate that on the Aries full moon, that's the first card that would pop out, because a cycle is ending and another is beginning. That will mean something to somebody somewhere. The second card was Temperance, and actually, a really good friend of mine has a dog named Temperance, and she's a sweetheart too. The dog, I mean. Well, she is too. This is a whole family full of sweethearts over there, actually. Temperance, it's an angel, holding a cup, filling the cup. It's a really good vibe off all three of these cards, actually. Temperance, there's a crown way off in the background in the distance. And what it's telling me is that you really got to be patient sometimes, and some of us do a much better job of that than others do. Tauruses, for example, have an extreme amount of patience, where you might say Leos have an extreme amount of impatience. That's just a couple of examples. I mention Leos and Tauruses frequently because I have the most experience with Leos and Tauruses. I've known a ton of Leos and a ton of Tauruses, and my reference points, I haven't expanded that knowledge base to the point where I'm going to get to eventually. But the third card to come out is the Three of Cups. And, you know, it looks like a really good time. Actually, at some point, I'm going to have my very own fruit orchard. And I intend to have apples of all kinds and Cara oranges. Holy crap. If you haven't had a Cara orange, it's the most delicious citrus fruit that exists. I looked it up. It's a hybrid of the Washington navel and the Brazilian Bahia navel, and it has notes of rose petals, blackberries, cherries. It's just delicious. It's got the same sort of color as a grapefruit would have, but it's in a orange-sized body, and it's, man, the sweetness is really something. I like navel oranges are pretty good. Florida oranges are not very good, in my opinion. Maybe I just haven't had a really good one. But the Cara orange is really something super special. Anyway, I bring that up because in the Three of Cups card here, you'll notice they're under a fruit tree. And it looks like they're having a celebration of some sort. Something really good has happened. It's a bunch of people that care about each other, and their cups are all full, and they're just having a good time. So, wow. I mean, Aries full moon, just random reading. Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, and Three of Cups. I wonder if I just did a reading for myself, actually. I hope there's somebody else out there that this resonates with besides just me. But a cycle is ending, is what you get from the Wheel of Fortune. And if you have patience, there will be a celebration. Yeah, that might just be for me. And if you tuned in and all that was just for me, I'm sorry. But the important thing to remember is that it's all about me. What I just said actually was who I used to be. And I use that particular phrase because inside the Actors Studio, Conan O'Brien, the episode with him, one of his, narcissistic jokes that he told to James Lipton was, the important thing to remember is it's all about me. I don't say that because I believe it. Virtually everything that I say these days is literally just to try to get somebody to smile or to laugh. I've realized the importance of serving others. It's something that I've never really had a good grasp of, but with a lot of patience, that's a tough one. And studying, man, I was just a terrible student coming up. I always had the ability to learn, but didn't want to do the work. And school was just such a drag, man. From elementary school all the way up through high school, just sucked. The public education system is fatally flawed in that it doesn't nurture children's individual needs for learning and development. It's one cookie cutter here. Everybody learned this stuff this way. Well, people are on different trajectories in their lives. And so different people, and there are as many different personalities as there are people, because every person is unique. That public education just sucks. So there's that. There's your super duper special Aries full moon reading. Thank you all for tuning in. The Wheel of Fortune, Temperance, and the Three of Cups. Yes, more to follow. Have a good one.